Alright, you guys. Told you the other day that I took my cruise control off the car. I forgot to take a video of it. So I'm going to make it up to you today. I put it back on the car. Yeah, I know it was probably pretty damn stupid of me, but I wanted you guys to learn how to do some stuff. So I put it back on. And when I say I put it back on, I don't mean I just threw it back on and barely tightened down the bolts so I could get it off in a hurry like you see at a lot of places. I actually cranked the shit out of this so that way you guys could see what I had to go through. Alright, but enough blabbering. Here's how I did it. Start off by finding it first. If you notice, this right here, which I'm going to be working on in a second, is actually the cruise control module right here, silver thing. Right now in the shot you can't see the throttle. Oh, you know what? I should probably show you that. Yeah. Oh, give me a minute. I gotta figure out how the hell to use my damn tripod. Alright. There we go. Zoom in on it for you guys. Okay, that probably doesn't really look too awful. Well, there we go. Move the light and that works better. Alright. If you can see that plastic wheel, that's actually the throttle and the and the cruise control assembly. It's a cable-driven throttle. Sorry, I can't really talk today. I stayed home from school, so I'm not feeling good due to the race. It's a cable-driven throttle. I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually a cable right here, and there's one below it right there. Not really sure if you can see that or not. But it wraps around the black oblong wheel that I know you guys can see, and as you step on the throttle, that cable wants to tighten, causing that little black wheel, the magic wheel I'm going to call it, to spin. Okay, that's how it gives it gas. It opens up a valve right where this hose is. You guys probably can't see the hose, but into the intake, and it lets more gas and air mixture in. The cruise control comes into play because of this cable right here with a black piece on the end, right in front of my fingertips. This right here is the only piece that I could not put back on for you guys, and I apologize, but I tried and tried, and I ended up cutting myself open more times than I really wanted to, just trying to get this bitch back on. Bottom line is, it hooks up to this little piece of metal that comes off of the plastic wheel. It's directly connected to it. You can move that and it moves the wheel. What happens is, you push the button inside to turn the cruise control on, and it tightens up on this cable. Okay, that cable prevents this wheel from moving back any, which would slow the car down. Same thing as letting off the gas. Alright, that cable tightens up and holds it there. Now, if you've ever used cruise control, you know that you can accelerate through it. You can actually use cruise control to accelerate the car for you. You can do that as well, and it tightens up the cable and pulls that magic wheel forward and gives it more gas. But for a race, obviously, I didn't want it on there. So, yeah. So I took it off. One of the things that I had to do, I actually did it last, but I'm going to do it first this time because I learned it wasn't that hard to do like I thought it'd be. I honestly don't know if you're going to be able to see this because it's pretty dark now. You might barely be able to see it. But with that cable, it just slides off this piece right here. Just slides right off. Okay. Now it's gone. You don't have to worry about that and the magic wheel anymore. So now you can focus your attention back to the module, which I will bring you to. Give me a second to get the damn tripod out. Alright, so now we're back to the module. Alright. And quick reposition of the light. There we go. Now you guys might be able to actually see. What I did was I left the cable attached, and I grabbed a wrench. I just grabbed any random wrench and started sizing it up. And I knew that it was a metric, so I just kind of shit myself, giggled, so to speak. I didn't really actually shit myself. It's a figure of speech I use in my house. I grabbed a 13mm wrench. This wrench is actually not the one that you should use. This is a flare nut wrench, which you should use on gas lines or brake lines, high pressure lines, stuff like that. That's why it's got a little slit right there. But it works just fine. So I use a wrench to get it started. There we go. Just because it was on there pretty tight. Do it to them both just to get them started. There you go. Proof that I actually tightened down on it. So I got them started and just loosened. I use the wrench for that because I like to use a ratchet to get it to go a little bit quicker. And I'm going to use a little bit of the stuff called PB Blaster. It's basically like WD-40, but it's a hell of a lot better. If you ever sprayed WD-40 into a styrofoam cup, you know it just kind of sits there and accumulates, eventually evaporates. This PB Blaster stuff will not do that. It'll actually eat away at the foam cup. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. You can actually sit there and watch it evaporate the cup. And it climbs uphill, which is pretty cool. If you put this shit in a rusty area and it's upside down, it will actually climb up the rust. Anyway, so I did have a 13mm deep well socket. If anyone doesn't know what a deep well is, it's this. It's a little bit longer than a normal socket, which I can get for you, which would be something like this. Alright, I'm pretty sure you can see the difference in size there. This one is way shorter. That's just normal well. So I just grabbed a 14mm. It was one size too big, but it still grabs the nut. Put it on a ratchet. Okay. Please tell me you guys know what the hell a ratchet is. I don't want to go over that. Set it to loosen, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Kind of obvious. And you just sit there and spin it. Alright, don't do that, it's bad. Alright, take the nut off, I'm sorry, and set it somewhere where you're not going to lose it. Okay, because you need these, because this is right off of the shock tower. So you got to be really careful. Another thing while I'm doing this is, please guys, do your research, okay? If something's bolted to a valve cover or something like that, where it could actually be quite important and you just don't know it, do some research. I know for a fact that ondemand5.com is actually a great mechanical website, and it tells you pretty much everything you need to know about just about any car you could possibly have. So yeah, so really do some research first before you start ripping on anything. Alright, so as you can see, I've unbolted it. Now it's as easy as lifting it off, and there you go. Alright, then you set that down somewhere else. You don't need that anymore. You can pretty much scrap it. I'm going to save it just in case, because I don't know how the engine's going to react just yet. I don't know if there's some type of tension on it. Unfortunately, my car kind of is still taking shit on me right now, so I can't drive anywhere to test it out. But oh well. So grab your ratchet, put the nuts back on. Okay, and you guys really should be able to tell that I'm not bullshitting you with this one, and I'm not just doing it quick to get it done with. I actually taking my time to put it back on. Okay, because I want you guys to actually learn from this. I'm pretty sure no one has an exact make and model of my car, but you never know. There could be other cars like this. Again, if you have any if you have a request, you want to see me do something to the engine, you know, take the throttle body off, clean it out, overbore my pistons, I can't guarantee you that I'll do it, but I will consider doing it for you. So definitely send me a message or a comment or anything. Alright, so I just tighten them down just snug, not over tight, because you have to remember that you're using a socket which is one size too big, which could strip out either the socket itself or the nut, which you don't want. So go ahead and grab your wrench again and really just finish that up so that it doesn't come loose anymore. And that's pretty much it. Don't be afraid to crank down on it. You ain't gonna break it, believe me. The worst thing that could happen is you break the wrench. And yeah, that's about it. I'll keep you guys updated with more work I gotta do. But let's give you I'm sorry, I zoomed in the wrong way. There you go. There's my Shit, sorry guys. Fuck. There is the module. Okay? So, yeah. Keep me posted. I'll let you know. Have a good day.